Hey there, you're listening to the Caitlin Bacher Show, and if you've ever wondered why most simple evergreen funnels perform better than fancy funnels, then you definitely need to listen to today's episode. I'll be sharing why simple is the name of the game when it comes to creating a profitable evergreen funnel for your business. So stay tuned. My name is Caitlin Bacher, creator of Scale with Success, and I'm on a mission to help course creators all over the world grow their business in a way that is profitable and scalable. Join me here each week for revealing conversations about what it really takes to scale an online course business to millions of dollars per year without sacrificing date nights with your partner, vacation with your kids, or spa days for yourself. You'll discover the tough decisions I've had to make, the biggest failures I've had to bounce back from, and the learnings that emerged every step of the way. I am so grateful that I had the chance to share it all with you right here on the Caitlin Bacher Show. Let's get started. The first thing I always tell people when it comes to building a profitable evergreen funnel is that it's best to keep things simple to start. There is a common theme embedded throughout our Scale with Success program, which is simple to start. We've had the privilege of working with hundreds of course creators who have built their own profitable evergreen funnels using our system. And the thing we've noticed time and time again is that those who follow the plan and keep it simple to start are able to build momentum quickly. As course creators, we are inundated with advertisements about the latest tip or trick to make something fancy. A new plugin, a new tool, a new thing to integrate. All those new things might be great eventually. The reality is that unless you have 5,000 new people registering for your evergreen webinar each month, which is totally possible to achieve over time, those fancy plugins and doodads won't have a big impact. What they will have is tech issues to fix and extra data to track. And if you are the one managing your funnel to start with, you don't need extra complexity to maintain. Keeping things simple sounds easy, but it requires a lot of discipline. There will always be a new shiny object competing for your attention, and it's your responsibility to move your attention back to where it needs to be. You'll be able to scale much faster if you keep things simple. Keeping things simple will get you to $50K per month. After that, then you can start tinkering with extras, one at a time, to determine whether or not they add value. Let me tell you, it took a lot of time, money, and effort into creating the system we've laid out inside of Scale with Success. This is the system I wish I had. Sometimes I think about all the extra time I would have saved and profits I would have kept if I had this super simple process to follow. Being an entrepreneur is hard enough as it is. Anytime you have the opportunity to follow someone else's proven plan, do it. You're going to end up saving so much money. The second thing to keep in mind when creating an evergreen funnel is that you want to make sure that you're tracking what matters. You've probably heard that when it comes to creating a profitable evergreen funnel, data is queen. And if you've ever run an evergreen funnel, you know that with all of that data comes a heavy dose of overwhelm and what the heck am I doing-itis. I'll never forget how overwhelmed I felt when I first looked at the data my funnel was collecting. It was nuts. I knew collecting data was important, but which data was I supposed to pay attention to? All those numbers and percentages began to blend together into one giant amorphous blob. I had no idea where to start. One of the best things about running an evergreen funnel is that you are constantly gathering data, but which of that data should you actually pay attention to? When people join Scale with Success, some have tried running evergreen funnels in the past, but they were tracking way too much data. They didn't have a roadmap that showed them exactly what to track. Some of them were trying to track their data the same way they would during a live launch, which of course didn't work at all. Tracking the wrong data led them to spending precious time and energy on optimizing the wrong things. They become so burned out and overwhelmed at trying to do it themselves that they finally made the smart decision to join Scale with Success, where we lay out exactly what to track. Doing this allows you to see where the biggest opportunities are for you to increase profit. You can see it clearly because we've laid it all out for you. We give you the specific benchmarks that you can use as a starting point to determine what to optimize first. If your KPI chart is so complex that you are the only one who can understand it, then how in the world are you going to scale a team over time to run it for you? Simple is profitable. Tracking what matters is profitable. You know what else is profitable? Making decisions based on data. So let me first just say that if you ever find yourself making emotional decisions in your business, I totally hear you. We humans are emotional creatures, which is great. But when it comes to scaling a profitable evergreen funnel, you need to make decisions based on data, not emotions. On Instagram the other day, I shared that data is the friend that won't let you make emotional decisions. And many of you said that that statement really hit home. Christina commented, "Numbers don't lie. They tell us what works and when to adapt." Lydia shared, "Yes, let the science make the calls, not the negative emotions." So you might be thinking to yourself, what does an emotional decision look like when it comes to evergreen funnels? Well, emotional decisions will look differently for everyone, but here are some fairly common ones. Number 1, I didn't get any sales this week, so I guess that means my audience hates webinars and will never buy. I better go back to running live challenges. Number 2, I didn't get any sales this week, so I guess that means that my market is tapped out and there's no one left to sell to. I better create a new course. Number 3, I didn't get any sales this week, so I guess that means that my webinar doesn't work and I need to create a brand new one completely from scratch. Are you sensing a pattern here? Something happened, no sales over a 1-week period, and emotions took over to assign a completely random meaning. Do you have any data to back up that meaning? No, Caitlin, but I can feel it in my gut. No. What you feel is fear. Fear that this will never work and that success isn't possible for you. And just look at the big projects this person is letting their emotions dictate. Creating a completely new course, creating a completely new webinar, ditching webinars altogether and going back to live launching. All those things cost you a tremendous amount of time and money that you could be making if you looked at the data and just made a few simple tweaks. Inside Scale with Success, we give you the tools to track your own data and we teach you exactly how to interpret it so that you can make decisions that will increase profits. But making decisions based on data doesn't come naturally to most. Again, we're human, not robots, and we are emotional creatures. Trusting your gut is a good thing in most cases, but when it comes to funnels, the answers are in the data, not your tummy. Once you understand which data to track and you understand what each piece of data is telling you, it's very simple to make a decision about what needs to be improved. But that simplicity can sometimes conflict with a pre-existing belief that success needs to be complicated and painful and hard. Now, I'm not going to tell you that scaling a business doesn't require hard work, but I will tell you that there is a good chance that you are making it a lot harder than it needs to be. Not because you aren't capable, but because you're human. I consider myself to be a very intuitive person who makes lots of decisions based on emotions and what feels right. But even I only look at the data when it comes to my funnel. It's simple and it works. So if you're not in my free Facebook group already, I'd love to see you in there and hear what resonated the most with you about all of this data discussion. It's called The Successful Course Creator, and I'd love to see you in there. Are you ready to get off the revenue roller coaster and start generating consistent, scalable income from your online course? Join me inside my signature program, Scale with Success, where you'll get the content, coaching, and community you need to successfully implement our proprietary sales and marketing methodology into your business, so you can start reaping the rewards of running a highly profitable online course business. Scale with Success is a 12-month group coaching experience exclusively created for online course creators who are ready to transform their business into a lean, mean scaling machine. What are you waiting for? Click over to CaitlinBacher.com and apply now.